Hey, it's Liam St. John, and these are my boys, and you're listening to KZUU 90.7 FM.
Cool.
Yeah, we like to keep it pretty casual, so.
College radio, you know?
Yeah.
And I did cocaine at a wedding where I was ordained as the reverend.
This is KZUU 90.7 FM, sitting down with Liam St. John and his band. Thank you guys for sitting down with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
So I just want to start with saying that, Liam, I saw you on The Voice a couple years ago.
Bad times are coming, I don't read what I done sold. Well, let me tell you something, no, that glitters and gold.
It was amazing. I've been following you ever since. I've been a big fan ever since. But everyone I've told about you, I've said that you were on American Idol and that you won it.
Bruh.
I was dead wrong, man. Dead wrong. So I've been spreading some hype around you.
Let's go.
So my bad, but
I'll keep the lie going.
cool. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
All right, so yeah, let's actually get into it. So your music has a lot of blues and soul and rock. Could you take us back to the first time that you really connected with blues and how that has shaped your songwriting and your music so far?
Yeah. I've always said that the blues finds you. You don't find the blues. And it came to me at You agree?
Oh, yeah. Good line.
Very good line. It came to me at a pretty young age. I feel like it was Ray Charles was the music that really impacted me and was the first thing that really moved me as a human. And it was the first time I felt like I could I felt heard. As a kid you don't know how to express yourself, and
Right.
the blues is what helped me do that and what moved me the most. And I've been, just a student of the genre ever since then. And as far as writing songs and how it's influenced it, I mean, incredibly so. It's influenced it. I admire the honesty and the vulnerability in singer-songwriters that play the blues, because I feel like that's what's so moving about it, is because it's so human. And that's what moved me, and that's what I want to do when I write my songs, is connect with people.
And you share that in Forefathers. I mean, you talk about Ray Charles and the other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. What are your guys' other names, and what instruments do you play, by the way?
Yeah, I'm Gray. I'm playing bass today, but I think normally we're going to get some aux stuff going, like banjo, mandolin, lap steel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Pat. I play the drums, and only the drums. My one and only skill in life.
Yeah, I'm Christian. I play the guitar. So I've been doing a lot of the bluesy stuff for Lamb. So.
All right. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
So when you were on The Voice, you got a lot of attention for your raw energy.
Mm-hmm.
What was an unexpected challenge that you had getting performing on such a big platform?
Well, I had to pee a lot, and that was a challenge because it's like a film set.
Okay.
And you're just always on standby to go out, especially the blind audition. So I got really nervous and had to pee a lot, and I was the first audition of that year, so that was very challenging. But it was a really weird year for The Voice because it was during the pandemic, right, months after the whole world shut down, and so there was no live audience, and which is what I feed off of as a performer. And so that was very different for me, and I had to find the energy within instead of feeding off of, nothing except the backs of the coaches. And they were they almost seemed not real. They almost seemed like Barbie dolls. It was crazy. It was incredibly nerve-wracking. But and even during the audition, they didn't turn, you get 90 seconds to turn the chairs. And they waited like 75 seconds. They didn't turn until like the last scream I did or something. And so there was a lot going through my head during that audition, but it was a moment I'll never forget for sure.
Yeah, and your family was watching from home, right?
Yeah, my mom and sisters and niece were all zooming in.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, it was really weird, but it was cool to share that moment with them.
Right. Well, you've been touring a lot lately, and it's post-pandemic, so you've had crowds. How's that been? How's your tour going? How do you keep the energy up?
Tour is what I live and breathe for. It's live music is what gives me life, and it's what I love the most. So the more I do it, the more energy I feel I have, and the more I feel myself. And so it's been incredible. I mean, post-pandemic, it's much more special because we got it taken away from us. And so it's been really special. And the best part, obviously, is connecting with the people that have connected with the music. And we toured the Strip Back album for about 2 years, and now we're working on a new album and going to start touring that this fall. But these guys all tour professionally as well, outside of me. So they've also been grinding.
Who have you guys toured with?
Yeah, so Liam and I met. We met last summer at an Old Crow Medicine Show concert.
Oh.
I was teching for them, and Liam, you got connected through a manager, maybe, or
Yeah, Ted Hutt, the guy that produced.
Shout out Ted Hutt. But yeah, no. So we met there, and I was working on instruments for them, and then I've been recently on tour with Dylan Gossett. If you guys know him, he's kind of guitar boy. Awesome. Shout out Dylan Gossett. And then I have my own bluegrass band and like surf rock project, and just kind of jam with friends all around town. But yeah, that's for me. What about you guys?
I primarily kind of cut my teeth touring with rock bands. So I had a band called Red Sun Rising for about 5 years that I got to tour internationally with. And then I have a couple rock projects now, and I'm fairly new to Nashville. So I've just kind of started dipping into, going out with artists and getting into the country thing and kind of broadening my genres. But yeah, mostly a rock background.
Nice.
But I consider myself kind of fluent in a lot of styles. So it's nice to be able to finally play with more diverse artists since moving to Nashville.
Yeah, I met Liam, about 4 years ago, I would say now. 3 years, somewhere in there. I was playing with an artist named Joshua Quimby, which Liam and Joshua have a song together, Little White Lies. So check that one out. Shout out Joshua. But I play with a bunch of different artists around Nashville and do a lot of touring, probably mainly with Cole Ritter.
Okay,
So
cool.
He was on American Idol a couple years ago too. So
Actually,
American Idol. Yeah. But yeah, just trying to keep busy, and I know all of us are, and we're really having a good time playing with Liam. So
Sweet. Do you guys have like a consensus on what your favorite tour spot is, or is it all separate?
I don't know if we've really talked about it yet, really.
Well, this is
It's a great time to talk about it.
this is so I relocated from Los Angeles. I lived there after The Voice, and then so rebuilding my band. So this is actually our first like full band tour that we're doing this fall.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love playing Montreal, Canada. That was one of my favorite crowds. And Denver, Colorado was super epic. And then Atlanta. Those are my favorite crowds so far.
Yeah.
I crowd surfed in Atlanta.
Oh,
That's sick.
It's in like a low roofed club.
Yeah, dude, the West Coast always gets down with the country Americana stuff. So it's really fun to play like any sort of blues, Americana, country out here because people love it.
Mm-hmm.
The West.
That's
I'm
very
from
true.
Spokane.
Yeah.
I played the Lucky You Lounge before it closed
Oh, that's cool.
2 springs ago, and that was really fun.
Nice. Any Spokane shows coming soon? Maybe back
2025. We're gonna be on the road
Sweet.
the whole year. So
Nice.
we'll probably do West Coast run and definitely include Spokane.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
I had a question, but it just left me. So go to another one. Your music is like, it's very emotionally charged. How do you go about like staying grounded and like in the moment when you're on stage and trying to rile people up, but like what you're saying is very deep.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is the thing that gives me the most life. And I had this like moment. I was playing in Salt Lake City and I was like feeling kind of exhausted mentally. And then I just realized or just remembered that these shows aren't just me like going and performing to like NPCs. It's like actual humans that are coming to also give me something. Like they felt something in the songs. That's where they're at the shows. And that just like, that's what I always hold on to when I'm performing is like, although I'm giving everything I have, I feel the same energy coming back from the audience. And it makes it really special every time. And even though it's the same songs every night, it feels like brand new every night. So
Right on. Dipped in bleach. Did you really do cocaine at a wedding? And were you ordained as the minister?
yes.
Were you actually? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go home and get divorced too?
I did.
Oh my God.
So all true story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I try to be as, well, that song was huge for me in a lot of ways. It changed my life because it did so well. But it was the first song that I had written where I went there, like in vulnerability and like honesty in my songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in a broader sense in my whole life. Like I just never really, I was afraid to talk about my feelings or my problems in life. And that really, I was at like rock bottom and kind of had nothing left to lose. And so I was like, yeah, I did all this shit. And it was really freeing and super encouraging that was a song that connected to so many people, because I feel like everybody struggles with their own feelings and suppresses a lot of things and carries a lot of pain that they don't need to be carrying. A lot of people feel alone, but the reality is we're all in it together.
I mean, I connected to that song for those reasons. So
Hell yeah.
thanks for writing it. I have a fun question for you. If you could play one of your songs for the entire world to hear at the same time, a world concert, which one would you choose? And why?
That's a good question. Well, I think it'd probably be one of those, Dipped in Bleach, Forefathers, or like even like Little White Lies. They're all I'd say Devil in Disguise. It's on my new record. It's an incredibly honest song, and it was one of the hardest songs that I've ever written, but it really I really went there with like the battles I have internally with like myself and the problems I face, and I question my own soul, and I feel like that was a really important song for me to write, and yeah, I'd love to share that with the whole world.
Cool. Are we gonna hear it tonight?
Yeah, it's on the set.
Sweet. So obviously you've been making music for, a long time, all of you guys. Or I'm assuming it's been majority of your guys' lives. You guys have like one piece of advice that you could just tell anybody? I mean, I know it's a pretty generic question, but like for your guys' specific situation, obviously certain things have worked out for you to get here. What's a certain thing that you wish or you want to tell other people in the industry?
I think the biggest thing I want people to have perspective on is like in the industry, nobody's gonna create your career for you, and it's always going to be up to you. And with that, it kind of releases the pressure to perform or to do things to impress or get the approval of labels or producers, or and so the most important thing is to be honest in your songwriting, and to kind of release judgment from yourself when you're performing, because when people see the authenticity in you as an artist, that's what really attracts people, and that's what you should be focusing on anyway as a human. So that's my
advice.
Yeah.
Man, I was gonna say authenticity too. You covered a lot on that one, but yeah, no, I would say when you're learning how to play or how to sing or how to write, and you're trying things over and over, and some are working, some you're leaving behind. It's so easy to like dream like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to be like this person, because you have to start somewhere, and a lot of the time it feels like copying is like the best way. Like, oh, I could write a Jackson Browne song, I could write an Eagles song, I could write a Ray Charles song, like let me try. And then you follow those people and you make those idols, and then you kind of have to like unlearn them, because you have to just like determine like, oh wait, who am I? Like, I don't like some of these licks, like I've clearly forgotten them, I don't play them. But I think that writing your authentic kind of self is definitely the most attractive, and even playing, like if you want to be the clean jazz guy, I'm not. So I'm not going to pretend to be that guy, like it's hard to find out that you're like whatever you are, because it puts you in a box. But definitely just do whatever feels right and be authentic to yourself, for sure.
Sure. I would say, really spend time and like learning yourself. And I feel like learning yourself really like translates really well over to your instrument and your craft. Be a good person, be a good hang at all times. I mean, that's so important in any career, just be a good person that everybody likes to see. So, just work hard and, don't give up on your dreams, because so many people just put them behind and follow their backup plan. If you don't have a backup plan, you won't follow it. So.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, following up on that just real quick, for me, persistence is something that I've really had to continually push for, and I've done this. I've felt this a lot. I've done huge tours. I've gone years with nothing. It's been feast or famine, and I've seen all my friends and a lot of my friends who are more talented than me and had a better chance, in my opinion. I've seen them quit and give up, and simply because I continue to push, I feel like that's what's helped me succeed long term, and just refusing to give up even when things are really tough for a while, just digging it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I got one last question for you guys, and it's a little bit more fun. The boots, I love them. On stage, do you guys have like a favorite piece of like clothing or fashion accessory that like you like to make sure you're dripped out with, or you got something cool?
Yes, dude, I love drip. I love it. I think the one thing that I love boots too, and these are Saint Laurent's.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriend got them for me. They're like my dream boot. But I have these headscarves that I collect and I dress my mic stand with. So if you come to the show, you'll see them. But that's my one little quirky thing I love to do. Every show, I put them on the mic stand myself. I feel so stupid doing it, but I love it.
For me, definitely tonight, Tecovas Cayman Gator boots. They're so fresh. They're so cool. Yeah, I used to work at Tecovas, and we got like a bunch of free pairs of boots. Christian also rocking the Tecovas right now. Yes. But they're super cool. And then shout out to my friend Carter, because she made me a shirt. She's from Austin. Her shop is Rock Stars Never Die. But yeah, she like stitches things onto shirts, and like, yeah, it's fun. So yeah, just kind of getting into that, but very cool.
Is that first one?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not a boot guy, because I play drums and they just get in the way, and I could rock the boots and look cool, then I have to take them off to go on stage. It just kind of defeats the purpose. So usually, a pretty simple sneaker kind of guy, but I've been getting more into jewelry, and I got a little silver piece here. I wear a lot of black, so I like the just having a little drip in that fashion. It kind of works as a drummer. Doesn't get in the way. You know, bracelets get in the way, watches get in the way, but a nice necklace, I can kind of throw that out there.
Man, I've spent like a couple years, man, trying to figure out my personality on stage, but definitely hats. You know, I wear a big hat like this about every show, switch it up, and I also love turquoise jewelry. So I don't have any on right now, but turquoise is sick. Turquoise is cool. It's for all the young kids out there. Get some turquoise.
Wow, that's cool. It's like that's such a unique thing to get to know about you guys that I would have not thought to ask. So good question.
Yeah, cool.
Right on. All right, well, you know, that kind of sums up our questions. We're really excited to see you guys perform tonight. I've been following you, like I said, since I saw you on The Voice, so very excited. Hope you guys do great. Are you guys ready? Psyched?
Fucking ready, man.
Cool. Pullman's going to show out tonight.
Let's go.
So it'll be a good show.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you guys.
Thank you so much, y'all. Go Cougs.
Yeah.
I put a spell on you.